Hello and welcome back to the Bedtime Stories podcast, episode 27.
With your hosts, Callum and Hannah. Hello, people. We're back. I feel like I say that every single time. But you get bored of that. I get bored of that.
No. I think people think it's more of a continuity thing.
It's a gimmick.
It's continuity, isn't it?
For reference, I have moved the microphone away from my face because Callum's mum had a big go at me saying, "I can't see your face." So hi, here's my face.
I've been saying that since the first episode.
I just don't realise. I just set it up and I just kind of move it to. Anyway, move on.
You completely cover your face with it every time.
All right, move on. Anyway, hi guys, we're back. We've got a wicked podcast in store for you today. So
wicked
sit down,
and bad.
Chill out, get in your car. I don't know, whatever the fuck you do. Go for a run. Oh God, Callum.
Go for a run. People are watching this at like 6 p.m, mate, and probably tucked up in bed.
Whatever you're doing right now, okay, strap in because we've got a very good podcast.
This is a non-alcoholic beverage, by the way.
Why would you?
Because I'm not an alcoholic.
You're literally sitting at a bar. Like, you're sitting in your bar. As you can see, Callum is not sat next to me. So let's all have a go at him. Everyone look at Callum. Why are you sat up at your bar again?
I already told you in the previous episode, I built this bar for the guests. And it actually turns out I'm a massive fan of it. It's convenient. I can have everything where I want it. So I don't care what anyone has to say.
The man builds a bar. The man builds a bar and he sits at it all day.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because
I'm proud. I'm very proud. He also did the blackboard. Chalkboard?
I made a blackboard.
There it is, yeah.
Chalkboard, whatever you want to call it.
And it sends me loopy. I don't know if I'm definitely not the only person that doesn't like chalk. The sound of chalk hitting a blackboard is probably like the top 10 worst sounds. It makes me feel like my teeth are going to shatter. I don't know why.
I don't mind it. It's not that bad. Yeah, I don't mind it.
Oh, I think it's horrific.
We just thought we'd add something a little spicy to the podcast, you know. So we've got here an affirmation, right? I feel like a teacher. What's 10 times 2? Yes, great. So we've got
21.
An affirmation that we're going to change every episode. Today's affirmation is: your life is already a miracle of chance waiting for you to shape its destiny.
Oh, wow. Do you know what?
Toni Morrison.
When did you put that up there? Because I haven't even read that properly. Until you said that just then, I hadn't understood what that meant.
Well, it means your life is already a miracle of chance waiting for you to shape its destiny. That's what it means.
Brilliant.
No, I'm joking. So
that's brilliant.
Your life is already a miracle
Callum,
of chance.
Callum, you'd have to read it a third time.
So it's a miracle we're here in the first place because we come out with billions of other little kids as sperm.
All right.
And then we're just waiting, and life is waiting for us to shape its destiny.
Wow,
and
that is beautiful.
It resonated with me, Hannah.
I like that.
You things don't just come to you. You got to work for them.
Oh, wow.
Do you understand?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Come to some people, though. I mean.
That is beautiful, Callum, and I can't wait to see the comments. Can't wait to see him. But I want to talk about something else today, and the thing that I want to talk about is Vinted. Now, not just Vinted, online shopping websites like that, secondhand websites, okay? I'm scrolling through Vinted, and I see the most busted up, dirty, disgusting pair of socks I've ever seen in my life. Now, listen, I understand, you know, you want to buy whatever you want on Vinted.
Should we get them up?
No,
I'm going to get them up.
No, because you'll get the user up and all that. Like, they were... they've probably been sold, Callum. They've probably been sold.
So what Hannah's trying to say?
No, wait,
you're
let me
really
finish.
bad
Let
at
me
going
finish.
into stories.
Yeah, because
just get to the point.
You cut my story halfway
Just get
through.
to the point.
Okay. And I look into the description. She's selling them for £50, might I add. And I look at the description of it, and she's like, dog walking socks, worn every day, 9 hours plus a day, really stinky. And I've thought, this is fetish. This is a fetish. And I asked my friend, and she was like, yeah, people do that. Like, they actually sell like the dirty underwear. That like on Vinted of well, I'm not going to say them. Well, I've said the name of it now, but on these websites to basically get not free money, but money. It's just so gross.
So essentially, in the shorter version, because Hannah likes to long everything out.
Just cut my bit out and do your bit.
People are selling their dirty socks on Vinted for like £50 a pair.
Well, the ones that I saw were 50, but I know people sell them for like 10, 20, 30. But the thing is...
I'm on here and I'm seeing loads of secondhand socks.
No, but obviously it's a secondhand website, Callum.
Who the fuck buys secondhand socks?
Well, no, people, because some of them are wrapped up still. Callum, times are hard, man. Vinted is really good for stuff like
Times
that.
are hard, but... right, these are £2, yeah? For a brand new pair of socks, you can go into a shop and get them for like £4.
Yeah, but...
I'm not being funny. If you're buying socks off of a second-hand website,
but like
you're tapped.
Yeah, but baby stuff as well. Like that's good because it's already wrapped up and things like that. But I'm talking about it's not just socks.
These are football socks. You lot make me sick. Do you know that?
But
if you wear a second-hand pair of football socks, you need to get out. Get out.
But the thing is, people aren't just selling socks; they're selling like dirty shoes, like used, like
Hannah,
really.
If they do underwear,
type in
underwear.
They do.
Oh my god, they sell second-hand lingerie. Can we just talk about how lingerie is spelt, please?
Lingerie.
Lingerie is spelt lingerie, right? And my whole life, whenever I've seen that word, I'm like, what is lingerie? What is that? I thought it was a specific item of clothing. When I started dating Hannah, and I'm like, what the fuck is lingerie?
this.
And she's like,
Lingerie.
lingerie. It's lingerie. And I was like,
It's a French word. Can you Google quickly where that comes from? Why do we call it lingerie? Because you know certain words in the English
Why
language
is-
we've kept like from different languages, like we've just kept them as the actual word. Your search history is going to be crazy after this. Oh, yeah, it's
The word-
French.
lingerie is a word taken directly from the French language, meaning undergarments, and used exclusively for more lightweight. Yeah, we know what it is. So it's French. It come from France. Why do we do that?
Okay, so
It's like we still use Latin words.
yeah.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why?
They just ingrained
Why?
into why? Because they're just ingrained into our vocabulary now. Like it's just a dictionary. It's just what it is. But we're moving past the point here, Callum.
Sorry.
The point is that people are selling used, very dirty, disgusting items on these mainstream secondhand websites, and no one's batting an eyelid. Like, and they're so difficult to find. The only reason I came across it was because I was genuinely, I have a Vinted addiction. I was scrolling on there for a good hour.
Can we just ask why you're looking at secondhand socks on Vinted anyway, please?
I wasn't looking. I was looking. Oh my god! You know what? No, don't even get me started on this.
My girlfriend's looking at secondhand socks, mate.
No, I was just looking through and I found it. I stumbled across it.
You know that cat meme?
The cat is like. I love cat memes on TikTok. You know, some of the TikTok cat memes are absolutely brilliant. They're so inventive. Like they're like five. They're like a story. I watched the other day a whole series of the history of the world
Yeah.
done in the cat memes. So someone had done like a
Oh
whole
my
series about
God.
like the Egyptians invading and then like Cleopatra.
Some people are so creative.
Chippy chippy
Guys,
choppa, choppa.
Hannah sent me 39 memes last night. So every night what we do is Hannah will go, TikTok. And I'm like, all right, I know what that means. It means we're going to lay together in bed and I'm going to watch every TikTok she sent me. 39 of them, right?
Best time of the
At
day.
least 36 of them were cat memes.
Because they're fucking brilliant. They're so funny. And they relate
Some
to
of them
us.
are shit.
That's so mean, Callum.
No. You've sent me some really crap memes.
But that just means that the memes have been crap. That doesn't mean that I'm the ones that
Yeah,
I'm
but you'll
sending.
still be creasing
No,
it.
just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
But 39. It took me 25 to 30 minutes to get through all of them. That's 30
Yeah, but
minutes
it's a
of
fun
my
little
time on
activity
memes.
to do in the evening. You sit there, you're like, oh, let's watch them. Because you get to watch stuff together rather than just us both just sitting there on our phones watching our own like few pages. We get to watch it together.
Yeah, but what doesn't make sense is we're sitting next to each other. You could just show me as you're watching it.
No, because your attention span can't handle that, Callum. You know that. You know you have a bad attention span. Callum is the kind of person, I've spoken about this before, he cannot do two things at once. And it's fine. I'm okay with that. I've grown to understand it. So obviously I'm going to send you the memes so you can watch the memes when you want.
Okay, it's fair enough. I understand your point. But 39 memes, babe. That's not
Here we
fucking
go.
memes.
All right, let's move past the memes. Let's please.
Anyway, moving on from sweaty socks and weird fetishes.
You started it.
Me and Hannah went to the gym today. For the first time, well, for my first time in over a month now, it's got to
Oh, Callum, I think it's been 2 months, mate. I
Yeah.
think it's been a long time. We just stopped, and when you're not in a gym mindset, it's so difficult to just
be.
be like,
So hard.
I'm gonna go back because you can't. Your body's like, I just can't. I can't be asked. I can't.
It's pure
bother."
laziness.
It really
That's
is.
all it
It
is.
really
it's
is.
laziness and
Yeah.
procrastination.
Yeah.
But so basically, what I'm trying to do is get my cardio back up there,
Mm-hmm.
get my health back up there before I start hitting weights again and all that. Because if you do it the wrong way round, you stay unfit, but you just look good.
Yeah.
I want to be fit and look good.
Yeah.
It's easier to maintain as well.
Yeah. See, my main thing is that I'm not even too bothered about like, I don't want to look like I don't want like a gym person. Not in that sense. I mean, it'll probably happen like if I keep doing it, but I want to feel good. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
like.
yeah,
I like. It doesn't matter what I look like to other people. I want to feel fit. I want to feel like I can walk up 10 flights of stairs and be good. I want to
Yeah.
feel like I can run. I want to feel like I can just be fit. That's my main reason. I think that's a really good reason to go to the gym. Is to
100%.
yourself.
But
go for yourself.
But what I've noticed with you is because we haven't been to the gym in like a month, you've been a lot more like, oh, I look like shit. And
Yeah.
I feel like shit.
Yeah.
You don't want that to turn into body dysmorphia.
No, well, calendar, yeah, but that's like
Because you still look amazing.
That's a whole.
It's just because you haven't been going.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been going to the gym and you don't feel as fit as you did before.
Yeah.
And all that. You're like, oh, I'm getting so big and all that.
It's
You're
not just that. I just feel like, like you sit there at night.
You feel
and you're just
sluggish.
Like, oh
and
my
all
gosh!
that.
Like, especially because we were doing so well. Like, we were getting to a point where I felt so happy with like how we were doing, and then we just stopped, and it's like, what the fuck? Let's go! I want to get back onto it. So
and that's the thing. Once you're you're go, you're like, I'm never gonna stop this.
Yeah.
You get ill for a week, and then the whole thing just disappears.
I actually motivated him to go to the gym today. He was a lazy little bastard.
I done like 35 minutes of cardio. Was it?
You done really good. I watched you on that bike. You just kept going. You're like, let's go.
Bopping me. I was bopping and weaving on that
very
bike.
proud of you.
My legs are gonna ache in the morning though.
Oh, we're gonna hear the moaning for the next few days.
Mate, my legs are gonna hurt so bad.
But you know what? If it doesn't hurt, it means it didn't work.
Oh, is that a new saying
Oh my
from
God,
you? Is it?
Did I just make a quote?
Did you just make that up?
Did I just make a quote?
That's the worst saying I've ever heard in my life. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't work.
Like for gym, if your muscle doesn't hurt, then it didn't work. It's true. It's true. Because if you wake up the next day and nothing's hurting, you're like, fuck, what did I even do? Did I even train at the gym yesterday?
I once went to the gym and hit gym arms so hard. I woke up the next day, right? And my arms were locked into position like this. And I was like, I woke up in pain. I was like, have I had a stroke? Oh my God, something's happened to me. I can't move my arms.
Oh my God.
Right? And I'm like, shit, like I'm so scared. Couldn't even get my phone out to message my mum. My arms were stuck like this. Couldn't get my phone out or nothing. I woke my mate up. I think I was with Robbie. I was like, Robbie, mate, I can't move my fucking arms. Anyway, Google researched it.
DOMS?
Says DOMS.
Yeah.
DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. Oh my goodness, I never ever wanted that again.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not training like that again, bro. I'm not doing it. And then I've had DOMS in my legs. I've had DOMS in my chest.
Horrible.
DOMS is horrid. But the first time you ever get it, it's like, shit, I've just had a fucking stroke through the night.
Yeah. The worst gym session that I ever had in my entire life. Not worst, but as in like the most like excruciating pain. I did a legs, bums and tums session, if you will.
Oh,
it was one of those hip
this.
ones, right? Now, me and my friend, we literally barely have been, I was like 16, barely have been to the gym. And we did the session and there was like, you could do weights if you wanted to. And everyone was doing weights. So we're thinking, fuck yeah, let's use weights for this. Holy shit. I couldn't sit on the toilet without grabbing on to something for 3 days. We had sick form. We had to go back to our lessons the next day. And I literally was like, I can't go upstairs. I literally couldn't move.
No.
I was going to ask the medical lady if I could use the lift because I couldn't get up the stairs to the T floor.
I think I had to do that once.
I couldn't. It was like I was going to sit on the toilet. I was like, like it was so bad.
Yeah,
it
toilet.
Was so
going for
bad.
a shit or a sit down piss with like DOMS in your legs is crazy.
I don't think I trained legs after that for like 3 years. Honestly, it scarred me. It was so painful and horrific.
Talking about the toilet though, fucking me and Hannah were obviously going to the gym. Yeah, it's a bit of a bad switch up, wasn't it? That was a bit of a mad switch up. That was a switch up. We're drinking these green smoothies. They're like what is it? It's spinach.
So I've been making detox.
Strawberries, banana, orange juice, bit of pineapple.
It's stuff that's good for you, basically. I'm making these detox smoothies because I was like, right, if we're going to get back on our fitness grind, we need to be following the same length and eating well also. Because you can't just be going to the gym and then be like, yeah, let me just get fucking pizza for dinner.
Let me tell you.
These juices are lethal.
They detox you.
They do. But
My
in a
body's
good way.
been detoxed through and through. I'm shitting like there's no tomorrow, mate.
But in a really good way.
It's good.
Because you feel really good after. They give you so much energy. When I had a cup yesterday, I went on an hour walk. I went on 3 walks yesterday just because I wanted to.
It's like someone fed her speed. She's like, I want to go on a walk. Callum, do you want anything from the shops? Because I was like, I walked to the shops. I was like, babe, calm down. What have you taken?
I was just so energized. Like, it was like these smoothies, they were just making my body feel like, let's go, let's go. It was just brilliant.
But then all of a sudden, like, you got all this energy. Then you feel your stomach just go, oh.
Yeah.
But it's not like a bad stomach ache. It's like a good. You're like, oh, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
You go to the toilet. You let this fucking. You do your job, and then after you feel amazing. It's not runny or nothing. It don't make you feel like you got diarrhea.
We talk about the toilet way too much in this podcast, and I don't like it.
We actually do.
And I don't want to talk about it anymore. Anyway, green smoothies, very good for you.
I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Let's move on to the actual super exciting part of the podcast. Okay, in today's episode, we are going to be doing relationship dilemmas.
Oh my God, yes, we've added a new segment, relationship dilemmas.
Okay. Before we continue, okay, I would like to put a public service announcement. We are not therapists. We do not have licenses in this topic. I would just like to say We are just two people that have been in a relationship for a very long time and experienced a lot of things. So if you would like to send in your dilemmas, we will read them out. We will do it anonymously, and we will just give you some advice on what to do.
We're giving you some friendly advice. We're not
friendly neighbourhood
therapists.
advice.
We're not qualified. We don't have certifications to be giving you therapy advice. We're giving you our opinion.
Knowledge.
Our knowledge. We're giving you our 7.5 years of knowledge.
I know we're young, all right? Don't come at me being like, oh, what do they know? We've been through a lot, all right? It's been a long, hard 7 years. It's been a long, hard 7 years.
Wait, that's out of order.
What do you mean? Oh my gosh, off topic, earlier, we both in unison spoke and sung the exact same way. We laughed.
Mate, were you...
Oh,
yeah.
No, but we literally went, and then looked at each other and went, that was weird, at the exact same time. And
we actually said that was weird at the same time.
Are we soulmates?
We're finishing each other's sentences.
Yes,
but no, you're shit. Okay, right. Let's go into relationship dilemmas.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, we have Anonymous here.
And I haven't read any of these, but Callum's literally the one that's dealt with all of this. So this is fresh, new.
Now, I'm going to assume this is a female, maybe a male. I don't know. Let's read the issue out. The guy I'm currently with and have been for 3 years used to date my best friend. That's already a red flag.
Yeah.
That is already a red flag.
I don't like that.
I always struggled with it, but recently I've noticed they've been getting a bit more friendly when we're all together. Crazy. We all went for a weekend away to a farm. Drinks were flowing. They both disappeared for about half an hour and I thought nothing of it. No one really knows where they went, and I just left it. Do I confront them, or am I overthinking it?
Oh wow. That's
a bit of a crazy one.
Okay, the first thing that I would like to dissect about this question is, what do you class as them being more flirty? Do you know what I mean? Like they've been... Read it out to me again, that bit.
So they've been together for 3 years, used to date their best friend.
Yeah.
Recently, I've noticed they've been getting a bit more friendly when we're all together.
What's that? Is that just like they're talking a bit more?
Could just be a little flirty.
You know, because it is okay to be friends with your ex. Obviously, there are boundaries. It depends.
Especially if you're in the same friendship groups.
Yeah, absolutely. But there are limits to that. There's a line. But I don't like this situation.
It's a bit mad.
I'm sorry.
And do you know what gets me personally? Is the bit where they disappeared for half an hour
and no one knows,
because they could have disappeared individually and gone and done their own
yeah.
thing. But did they come back together? Did they disappear together?
But
was she wiping her?
Callum,
sorry, but if that's crazy to me.
If she's noticed they've gone away for half an hour, why hasn't she gone and like looked? Do you know what I mean? Like, why, if they've gone away on their own for this half an hour, why haven't you followed? Do you know what I mean? Why have you not gone to be like, oh, why is my boyfriend going away with his ex-girlfriend? I know she's my friend, but it's a little bit sticky, that one.
Like, did you see them go away together?
Yeah. And is that why you're like, oh, you just stored it into your head and thought, yeah, oh, that's quite weird. Why haven't you gone and done something about it?
Yeah, I would, in that situation, I would confront him.
Yeah.
I would say, listen, like, this has been on my mind. I've been thinking about this for, like, since it happened. Where did you go that day?
Yeah.
It might make you sound a bit, because innocently, they could have both just gone somewhere else. And you might be thinking, oh, I might sound a bit psycho. I don't want to sound psycho. But if I was in that situation... I trust you enough, but if I'd noticed you'd be getting a bit more friendly with your ex, who was out together, you both disappeared for a bit, it was all suspicious, other people were suspecting shit was going on, I would confront you.
Well, it's also like, you have to talk to the friend too, because how can you just let, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously you have to speak to the boyfriend. Yeah. But you have to ask the friend, like, what are you doing? This is your ex. I know we're friends and stuff, but like, you're dogging me a bit here, mate. Like,
dogging quite literally.
Oh, Callum, no, but do you know what I mean? That's a little bit. I don't like that one. I feel like you have to approach that one with a clear head and be like, right, I don't think anything's going on, but if there is, you need to tell me because this is very mean and I'm not happy about it. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, I would confront both of them just to clear your mind a little bit. Yeah, you want to get to the bottom of this ASAP.
Because if you're thinking that now, and it's they've been flirting here a little bit here and there. Your friends are both, they're both in the same friendship. You're all in the same friendship group. You're going to have situations where you're going out together again. You don't want to explode or blow up when you're out with everyone. You want to be able to speak calmly to your other half before that situation occurs.
I'm going to be honest too. I think in this situation where their exes, one's your best friend, one's your boyfriend, I know it sounds bad, but if you're going to keep getting thoughts like this, you need to try and keep them separate. I know it sounds bad, but if it's going to keep making you feel this way and you don't trust both of them together, first of all, if you don't trust both of them together, you shouldn't be friends with them and you shouldn't be with him. But I think try and keep them separate from each other. I would. Not because I am controlling or anything like that. Just from my own mental health, from my own mental stability.
So you can then be like, okay, well, nothing's happening because they're not even near each other for anything to try and happen.
That's what I mean. It's just a bit.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a good. Okay.
But only purely because they're getting a bit closer and they disappeared.
Yeah. But then,
suddenly.
what do you class as being closer? What do you class as flirting? Because they could have.
You can very clearly see what flirting is.
He might have just bought her a drink. You never know. You never know.
No. I'm assuming by getting a bit more friendly, they're like play fighting and just like all that kind of shit. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, then I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
like get a grip.
Yeah, so approach it with caution because one's your friend, one's
approach
your boyfriend.
Approach with caution.
3 years is a long time, so he obviously loves you.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say to do more. Confront it.
Our final advice is approach with caution, confront, separate.
Separate, yeah.
I couldn't think of the word, and I was like,
divide and conquer.
Next question, please.
This one stood out to me because it's always something that it's something quite big on. Past relationship trust issues. So what I'm assuming the person means by this is that they're having trust issues with their new partners
because of an old person,
because of an old relationship that went wrong.
Because of an old fart that's just sitting on their mind non-stop, eh?
Now, this one is hard. It's hard to get past.
How does one get past a trust issue so bad when they've been battered and bruised and beaten mentally by somebody else?
It's a mental game.
Yeah, it really is.
It is a mental game.
Yeah.
You think everyone's out to get you, and you think all people are the same.
Yeah, you can't like get past the fact that that's happened to you once. How is it not going to happen again?
Exactly.
Especially you've put so much trust in somebody, and then it's just kaput on
you. But then that's like starting a business. The business goes wrong. I'm never going to do it again because it's never going to go right. Totally wrong. I know this from experience. So my ex was a very toxic person, and we broke up. I lost trust, obviously, and all that. When me and Hannah first got together, obviously, I went into the relationship thinking, all girls are the same, really. I'm stressed. I was a bit of an arsehole, wasn't I? The first year.
Yeah, I would say that.
For the first year and a half, I was an arsehole. And then I got over that hurdle because I was just like, you know what? It's never going to work if I don't just put my trust into someone.
It was also that I had given him basically no reason not to trust me. So it was like, and that's the thing about it is that
I mean,
no, unless you have clear reason for somebody to, do you know what I mean? Unless you have serious, clear reason for someone to be like, I don't trust you. There's no.
I mean, I had little reason not to trust you. No, the first year we got together, admit you was out every fucking weekend.
Oh my gosh, I just had
it was like. When you get together with a girl and she's going out partying every weekend, you're like, shit.
Okay, listen. When Callum first met me, I had a very large friendship group which consisted of women and boys. Okay, we like there was a lot of us, and I think he found it really difficult to understand that I could be friends with all of these boys and not simultaneously also fancy all of them. Which, by the way, I did not. Like these people, I looked at them as like literally like. I don't even like brethren, if you will.
Brethren.
Do you know what I mean?
Brethren.
And I do get it. It was like you must have thought like, mate, she's going out partying with these people, like she's non-stop.
She's in a cockfest.
But I was. No.
She got into the sausage party.
No, but I was 16. We had some house parties here and there, and yeah, Callum was a bit crazy about it, but
yeah, and I think that obviously played a big part in it. But no, a year and a half later, I matured. You just have to get over that barrier.
Yeah.
You have to.
I also brought you around those people, and that you could clearly see that there was nothing.
I'm talking about overall though.
Yeah. But how does this person get past the trust issues of an ex relationship? Because I think you have to dissect what was the reason that do you know what I mean? What was the reason why they did it? What was the lack of trust? If
they cheated on you, obviously that's very hard to get over.
Absolutely.
Very hard. But then I don't know, man. You have to be a good judge. A good judge of character would play a big role in that, wouldn't it? You have to be a good judge of character. And I'm not being funny. You don't know.
Yeah.
You just don't know. So you have to ride with it. Just see what happens. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to move on in life.
I think the way to do it is to obviously you're going to be cautious going into a next relationship. You're obviously going to have those trust issues still sitting in your mind, but try not to let them affect the first few months of relationship, because the first few months is really where the impression of a person comes to. You know, that's where things either stop or carry on. That's where you get past talking stage and it becomes something. So for those first few months, you obviously keep those in the back of your mind. You think, right, this could happen because it's happened to me before. I'm gonna be really careful with it. But you also let the relationship naturally happen, because if you don't, you're never going to be able to experience something else that is it's a mental barrier that happens to people when they have such bad trust issues, where if they don't let the mental barrier up and just try and push through and let themselves love again, you're never going to be able to do it again.
I would, slowly ease into it. Don't put all your eggs straight into the basket.
Oh, here we go. Fucking Love Island.
I'm not saying put me eggs in my bag on paper. You're my type. I wouldn't say just go straight in for it. Let your guard down straight away. Fall in love with them after 2 weeks, because that is pretty silly. Give it a few months. Ease yourself into it. If you really trust her, go for it. Boom. Because I'm not being funny. You can be with someone for 7-8 years, and if they really wanted to, it happens, people will cheat. Yeah. Like it's fucking.
And you know what? Also, if you've had bad trust issues, if someone's really, really done a number on you, and you're thinking, how am I going to get past this? How am I going to get into another relationship? Before you think about how am I going to get into another relationship, you need to be content with yourself. You need to be happy. You need to, work on yourself, understand how to feel better, do things for you, and then you'll be able to be with someone else, because getting into a relationship, like being with someone else, isn't going to heal you. You need to heal yourself. You need to be able to be happy with yourself to then be with somebody else and then be happy together.
That's so true.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's the thing about trust issues is that. Thanks, Cal.
That is very good.
I feel like I explained it a bit badly, but I feel like that's a real thing. No. People expect relationships to heal them. Like, oh, I'm so sad that I'm single. I need to be with somebody else. Like, I get that, but are you happy with yourself first? Are you just getting? Are you just trying to get into a relationship to be happy, or are you trying to get into a relationship to expand your happiness, to share it with someone else? Yep.
You need to. I get what you're saying. You need to learn to love yourself before you can love anyone else.
Yeah. And I feel like if you have been badly cheated on, or something terrible's happened,
or if she wanted to peg you or something like that.
Callum, why have you done that? We're having a nice, deep, serious conversation here, and you just.
Oh, sorry. I know. Yeah.
But yeah, that's my advice on it. Love yourself before you can love anybody else.
Boom. And that is the relationship dilemma segment.
Kaput.
I know what I'm doing. We need to come up with a little melody into and out of that. You know what I mean?
Should I beatbox the intro, and then you can do like a little
You can't beatbox our intro.
I can fucking beatbox. No. And then you can do like a little song for it, like relationship dilemmas.
Okay. What's this horrible histories?
Whatever. Right. Okay, I can beatbox quite good, guys. So just bear with, because you're about to see some magic happen.
Right, you ready? Relationship dilemmas. That was fucking awful.
I thought you were going to say that was good.
Wait, no, I beatbox and you sing it.
All right.
Right, you ready?
It's relationship dilemmas. I think both were pretty horrible.
That was fucking woeful. I've got no musical
We'll work on it.
ear.
We'll work on it.
I've got no musical talent whatsoever.
We'll work on it. Actually, speaking of that, you have not stopped listening to the same song for the past 5.
What, Teenage
Guys,
Dirtbag?
we went to the gym earlier. He had literally. I'm not joking. It was just on repeat, and he had the lyrics up, just reading them. He's so bad for it.
Listen.
You get into a song and you just obsess over it.
If I like a song, I will listen to that song until my brain can no longer listen to it. I reckon if on a daily basis, I can listen to a song a good 30 times a day.
Wow.
On a good day. On a good day.
See, I can't. I like a variety. I probably say I have like 10 to 15 songs right now in my head that I can name that I have on repeat right now.
The thing is with me, right? Say if I'm on the Yorks and someone's like, right, you're in charge of the Yorks.
Let's just stop there, because you're never in charge
I'm
of the Yorks.
never in charge of the Yorks. Because
no one putting Callum in charge of the Yorks.
Because the reason for that is I'll either put the same song on repeat or my mind will go fucking blank. And I can't think of 3 songs. I'll always revert back to Wretch 32 and Fire in the Booth.
He's like, Fire in the Booth, the 10-minute version.
Wretch 32's Fire in the Booth.
Everyone's sitting there at a party.
We're good for another 10 minutes. We're good. I'll skip Avellino's part, obviously, go straight for Wretch. You know what? No one will ever top that.
It's his favourite thing in the world.
Wretch 32's Fire in the Booth is the best thing ever. And Charlie Sloth has just announced that he might be bringing Fire in the Booth back.
I've seen that.
Should we watch? Should we?
Do you know what
go
though?
on his...
No, but talking about that, obviously, about what year did that come out? 2010, 2009.
Let's have a look.
Because I saw a TikTok, okay, and I showed it to Callum last night, and it made us feel very, very old. Of high school, like secondary school in the UK in 2012. Now you started you were in year 7 in 2012. I was in year 8, I think.
Yeah.
And it was like this romanticizing of this vintage year in school. And I was like, that is literally the year that we were in school.
God,
like,
yeah.
why are our school years being romanticized as vintage? I could not believe it. I could not believe it. And it looked so old.
Well, you got to think, babe, we left school 6-7 years ago.
We left school.
7 years?
I left secondary. I left year 13 in 2018. You left year 11 in 2017.
You was in school for 2 years more than me. Oh my God, I remember this.
Yeah.
Because you were still having to go sixth form and I was working.
Well, I was a year more than you because I was a year above you anyway. So I finished.
I've got more life experience than you.
Well, no, because I was still working while I was in school. It wasn't like I was just like at school just vibing. I still had
I've
jobs,
actually got
mate.
more life experience than you.
Why do you feel like that's a good thing? Like, you're like, why do you feel like that's a one up on me? You're like, I have more life experience.
It is one up on you.
You're more street smart. I'm more book smart.
That's very true. We'll go there.
Let's keep it that. But anyway, I just could not believe that 2012 was being romanticized. Like, can you believe? I remember 2012 like it was fucking yesterday. Like it was yesterday.
Well, I'm looking here.
Justin Bieber's new album came out. Sorry. Justin Bieber's new album came out. All right. Beauty and the Beat was playing on repeat. Nerd t-shirts.
What's a nerd t-shirt?
You don't remember the nerd t? It had nerd, and then you had the mustache t-shirts. The Hollister spray.
Do you remember when you used to be an emo? I'm an emo
Listen,
girl.
I don't think the emo's never left me. All right, the emo is still deep inside of my chest. I went through. I loved emo music. Like still love emo music.
What, like heavy metal?
I was gonna dye my hair black, and to be fair, I probably still will one day. I really, really love emo music. If I had the confidence, I would definitely dress and make myself up more emo looking because I really love that. I love rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. I'm in love with an emo girl.
We went Wretch 32.
Sorry, okay, right. What year was it?
Wretch 32's Fire in the Booth came out 8 years ago.
Oh my. Is that the original?
This is the original. Hold on. I just wanna listen to it. Wait.
My new stuff. We all got bars, but nobody hears a brew. I bring in sandwich to the beach in the hope of finding tuna. This is nonsense.
Past tense. I'm a rap genius. Past tense.
Mate, it's my favourite of all time. No one is ever going to top that. I listened to K Coke's one recently. That was good.
Yeah.
Still not going to top Wretch
It's funny.
32's.
Callum doesn't get lyrics right, but let me tell you, he'll get that Fire in the Booth correct.
I will spit that whole Fire in the Booth. Probably get about 2 words right. Wrong. 2 words wrong.
Say 2 words right.
No.
Probably mess it all up.
2 words wrong. But I go to the comments on that YouTube video. You'll see people who's back here in 2024.
Yeah.
Turn up, brap, pussy clut.
I love it.
What's your go-to song on the Yorks from back in the day?
Oh, do you know what I played the other day and I loved it? Aya's Replay. Shawty's like a melody.
Oh my God, honey, you've just given me an erection. You've just brought back a feeling.
Oh, year 5. I was in year 5 when that came out because I remember.
Wasn't the iPod Touch a thing around that time?
Because I was on the way to a swimming school lesson in primary school, and I remember playing that. And that song was like huge at the time. And at the same time, in the exact same breath. What You Say by Jason Derulo came out around the same time.
Back when music was actually music.
See, and do you know what's funny? People from people boomers nowadays say that. They say, "Oh, music wasn't the same as it was in the 70s." That's what we're going to be like.
So
we're going to be like, you don't know what kind of music we had in the 2000s.
Well, we're like that now. Yeah. Music's a dying trade now, babe. Come on. Like the only music that is right, put it this way. If I put the radio on or I go to my Apple Music and put on the Today's Hits playlist, right? I don't know one fucking song in that playlist.
Yes,
unless it's come off TikTok.
But that's what I mean. I was going to say, TikTok is so heavily influential now to music these days. But I would say a lot of really good original songwriting artists have come out of TikTok because it's not just music that's been pushed out by a label. It's music that's gone viral because people have wanted to go viral.
That's very true.
So I think it's a really good thing that TikTok's actually started to make music again.
I also feel like people are making music for TikTok now.
Well, absolutely, because that's where it's at.
And not because they're enjoying music.
Yeah.
It's so rare that someone who actually enjoys music and writes good music blows up. It's people who do the silly gimmick music that blow up. Do you know what I mean by that?
I think it's just such a good thing that TikTok is bringing out this whole new generation of music because now it's the people that want the music to do well, and we're the people that are listening to it. You know, it's the young people that are pushing it out, making it viral, and it's getting into the charts. It's literally getting into the charts. It's that song, you know, did your boot stop working? Did you try? She's got literally that song because it went viral on TikTok. She performed at Jimmy Kimmel last week.
Yeah.
Like, it's mental how quickly.
Tyler,
yeah, Water.
that South African girl.
Swim.
Just from that one song, she's now up there with like Drake and that. And let's be honest, babe, it was a one-hit wonder.
The power of TikTok is crazy.
Ever since then, they've been trying to make her like a massive celebrity.
I think some of her music's been really like she's put
sounds
out
the
more
same.
music. No, I think it's been really good.
It sounds the same. Personally, I think they're trying to do too much.
Callum isn't a musical person, so don't listen to him.
It's the same.
He's not a musical person. Teenage Dirtbag has been on repeat all week.
Do you know whose song I can't wait to come out?
Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. I know.
Can we listen to the snippet of it?
Yes, please.
What is it? Post Malone.
Look, it's the first thing on the search.
Yeah, of course it is, mate. I love Post Malone. This one.
Are we gonna get copyrighted? I wish that could be our outro.
We probably will. I can only play 5 seconds of that.
I wish that could be our outro.
Mate, do you know how feel good that song is going to be when that comes out?
Hit. It's coming out June, I think.
Listen, I already told you I'm listening to that song
Summer
30 times.
Hit. Well, do you know what that reminded me of? So Callum did a TikTok yesterday or the day before we filmed of 2016 versus 2024, and he was like, "What song can we play over the speaker to be like make it feel like 2016?" And I went on Spotify and I was looking through 2016 playlists, and oh my god, it was just a blast from the bloody past. It felt like so. I literally felt like I'd been transported back into year 11, and I was doing my GCSEs. It was so strange how music can resonate with a time period of your life. Like
honestly,
hearing Controller by Drake again. Wow.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Wow.
Music really does tap into a part of the brain that nothing else can. Do you know what a lot of people are saying these days is that they put in like frequencies in the music that change your neural pathways and shit.
But it's like when you go to sleep, sometimes when I'm sleeping, I'll put sleep music on because obviously it helps with my insomnia and stuff or whatever. And I'll put it on and it'll be like certain frequencies or certain hertz. Like I think my mum told me it was like 63 or something is really good for like brainwaves and sleeping. And it's so mad how that resonates with you. It's just, I find it really,
apparently
really cool.
that really does play a part.
Yeah.
In
meditation
how
as well.
in your brain and how it works and
for
that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Imagine one time, I was on holiday with Tay, Light Skin General, and he goes, "Yeah, bruv, like I listen to sleep sounds at night. I don't know if you're gonna like it." And I was like, "That's cool. What do you listen to?" She's like, "Just light rain and all that kind of stuff."
Oh no!
Right? He's put the fucking sleep sounds on. Next minute, it's thunderstorms.
No,
it's going, and I'm like, "What the fuck was that?" And he's got the loudest thunderstorm on his phone. I'm like, bruv, you said it was light rain, not a complete fucking hurricane.
He's like, no, I'm not sure your mind is. Just a little bit.
I was like, this is ridiculous. How am I supposed to sleep?
God, no, you wouldn't be able to sleep with that.
I couldn't.
God, that's so funny. It
was ridiculous.
That's such a him thing to do
Bruv,
as well.
honestly, like, that's worse than snoring, mate. You just put on thunder sound.
That being said, though, you can normally sleep through absolutely anything.
Normally,
like,
but
you are,
You know when a sound gets to you?
I hear you.
I have this one thing in my bedroom. I have a windowsill on my bedroom, right? And whenever it rains, the gutter has a leak. So there's a drop every like 3 seconds. It goes like this. Goes. Wait, how can I do this? It goes.
Yeah.
So by the time you're like, if it takes longer, you're like, oh my god, it's finished. It goes.
I know, it's really annoying.
I once actually put a towel on my windowsill to stop it. The towel fell down. It just carried on. Couldn't sleep. Didn't sleep that night.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible.
Especially when it rains heavily. It's horrible.
It's disgusting.
Horrible.
There's little sounds like that. Like where you get that misophonia sort of thing.
When you used to have your fridge in your room, because the fridge, we've transported it here to the bar. When you used to have that little fridge in your room, that sound, because you'd be just falling asleep, right? You're all peaceful. Imagine me all tucked up in bed. And then it goes, like, joking me.
Yeah.
I've just started falling asleep and it jumps you
They're
up.
so loud, isn't it?
Shut up.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, that was interesting. We kind of went off on a tangent there about 4 times. We keep doing that.
Yeah, that's what podcasts are for, babe. You're supposed to go off on tangents.
Just
You're supposed to just go off
on
it. You set your topics. You end up going off topic, and you're just like, all right, we didn't talk about half of what we want to talk about, but nonetheless, it's been a good podcast. And I'm quite glad we got the relationship dilemmas bit done, because I'm going to enjoy watching that back.
That'll
and
be
I
good.
hope you lot do too.
Yes.
If you have a relationship dilemma, put it down in the comments below. Private message it to us if you want it to be anonymous, and we will talk about it in the next episode. Also, the best story or the best comment, we'll get their name written on this board, and you'll stay on there for the next episode, and you'll get a shout out.
But as long as I'm not there while you're writing it, because I don't want to hear that chalk going anywhere near my ears.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Well,
chalk.
I'll do it.
Me and chalk, we're not friends.
I'll do it when you're not here, dude. All
Thank
right?
you very, very much. That's really appreciate that.
But thank you all for tuning into the Bedtime Stories podcast, episode 27. I hope you've enjoyed.
And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
You're gross.